welcome back to Media Club's fourth podcast. Today our topic of discussion will be happiness. Before we start, we're going to go around the room and introduce our speakers for today. We will be saying our name, grade school, and one favorite movie character. My name is Woo-Chun Kim. I'm senior in Sun Hills High School, and my favorite movie character is Arthur Pelleck from Joker because I saw the movie last week and I enjoyed it.
My name is Erin. I'm a sophomore at Orange Lutheran High School, and my favorite movie character is Rapunzel.
My name's Lois. I'm in 8th grade at Lexington Junior High School, and my favorite movie character is Hermione Granger.
So let's get to today's topic. So our first question about happiness is, what does happiness mean to you? So Erin, what does happiness mean to you?
Happiness is something really big in our lives, and it's something that we have to have in order for us to go through our lives.
Okay, sounds good. Lois, what about you? What does happiness mean to you?
Happiness to me is where I can be myself and no one's gonna kind of say anything about it.
Yeah, for me, I think happiness is when I feel pleasant, I guess. Like when I'm with my family, my friends, I just relax myself and enjoy what I'm doing right now. So let's get to the next question. So, are you happy? Lois, are you happy right now?
I guess. I mean, there's nothing wrong with my life, so yeah.
Oh, what about you, Erin?
I think it depends on what I'm doing at the current moment. I don't think every aspect of my life is happy, but only parts of it, even small things, can be considered happy.
Oh, can you share some stories, like what makes you happy and what doesn't make you happy? If you have any.
What doesn't make me happy is when some people just judge only from the outside, or they just they force me, I guess, or they force me to do this one thing that I really don't want to do. And what makes me happy is whenever I'm doing something that I really like, which is dance. Preferably when I'm performing on stage for school shows, just makes me really happy.
Yeah, and about the part you said, it doesn't make you happy. I also agree with you. There were times when I nobody really forced me, but there were times I had to do stuff that I really don't like to do, and it wasn't very. Yeah, I didn't feel very happy. Okay, so let's get to the next question. What is one of the happiest memories you can think of? Okay, Lois, what is your happiest memories?
I feel like my happiest memories are when I'm with my friends or my family members, because that's where I can really be my true self and I can show my true colors.
Oh, do you have any episodes you can share with us with your family or friends?
Not really, because all my memories with my family and friends are pretty much happy. Even if they're kind of downhill, they still come out to be a happy memory to me.
Yeah, being with your friends and family are always good to be. What about Erin? Do you have any happy memories?
Happy memories. I guess I could say yesterday. Actually 2 days ago when I went to dance class, but then I didn't expect it to be that good, but when I went there, it was very exciting. It just brought my mood up for that day.
I'm actually really happy right now because it's weekend and it's a long weekend. I always feel happy when it's Friday because it was weekend's coming, but I don't feel happy when it's the end of Sunday because Monday's coming again, and I guess it's for everyone. Okay, so it's our next question. How can we be happy? Erin, what do you think? How can we be happy?
We could be happy by being grateful for just the small things in our lives. For example, if every day if we share one thing that we are grateful of for every day, then I think maybe it can help us to be more happy and being more thankful.
Okay. What about you, Lois?
To me, everyone's happiness like depends on themselves. Like there isn't a set standard or like steps as to being happy. It's like a feeling that just comes naturally to you.
Mm. Yeah, I think I might agree with you too. Happiness just comes naturally to you, and yeah. Our next question is the goal of life to be happy? Well, for me, the goal of life to be happy, I think that might be true, because like whatever we're doing, like pursuing our dreams, or like getting money, or like enjoying our life, like going out with friends or family, that all it makes us happy. Like nobody wants to do anything that doesn't make one happy. So I think it makes sense. I think you can say that the goal of life is to be happy. What do you think, Lois?
Um, I feel like the goal of life is to pursue what you really want to do. And in pursuing what you want to do, you have to have happiness in order to do it. So, yeah, I agree that the goal of life is to be happy.
Do you agree, Erin?
Yes. Also, if life is not happy, then for me, since happiness is a big part of my life, I feel like without happiness, like I don't have a point in like just living life.
Okay. Okay. So, the next question is: what are the three most important things to make you happy? The three most important things. Okay. Lois, do you have any ideas about it?
I've already mentioned this, but it's the three most important things that make me happy are my friends and family. But another thing is baseball. I just really like watching it. And my friends, family, and baseball. They're all things that I like love with all my heart.
Oh, have you ever been to a baseball game?
Yes.
Oh,
I
what
have.
game was it?
Um, they're all Dodgers games, but I don't know who they played against.
Oh, so you went to multiple games, like
Yeah.
not just
Mhm.
one? Oh,
I've been to multiple.
I also went, like, actually last year summer I went to a Dodgers game. I think they were fighting I don't know, Boston or something. But yeah, it was. I mean, I used to like baseball, but my dad really likes it. But right now I don't really watch it. But my dad really likes it, so I went to baseball games a couple times with him. Yeah, I think it's pretty fun also. And what about you, Erin? What are the three most important things that makes you happy?
I kind of already mentioned the first two, which is dance and relationships. And also, I think hobbies such as like going to concerts for my favorite artists, or like just like playing instruments, or like I don't know, sleeping. Yeah, such as like that.
You just said going to a concert. Like, can you ask which concert you went to?
I went to a BTS concert in May. And also went last year for Staples Center, so it was a good time.
Did you go with your friends to the concert?
Actually went with my brother, the first one, and then I persuaded my mom into liking BTS, so then I went with her and my brother.
Oh, then does your family, like all your family, likes BTS? Did they like it?
Except for my dad, but I don't know if my brother does, but mostly me.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I don't really like going to concerts, but because, like, like it's like so loud, and like there's so many people. I just don't like crowded places. But like my brother really likes like going to concerts. He likes like listening to songs, and like watching like people dancing and stuff. So like, yeah, he went to some like couple concerts, like rappers and stuff. But for me, like, I just didn't go there. And also, the next question is: can money buy happiness? Can money buy happiness? It's a pretty controversial question, I guess. What do you think, Lois?
I feel that money can never buy happiness, because happiness is a feeling, and you can't buy a feeling. It's just a thing that comes to you naturally.
Oh, but don't you feel happy when you buy something you like with money?
Yes, but that's not buying happiness. That's buying something that makes you happy.
Oh, so you're saying that the thing that makes you happy and happiness is different, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Erin?
For me, I said no, but like what Lois said, money can't control your feelings. But also on the other hand, when you buy like something you would like, then happiness also comes with it. So in that aspect, I feel like money can buy happiness, but like for like relationships or like family, then no.
Um, yeah, I kind of agree with you too. But I think it kind of depends. Like it kind of like what Aaron said. But yeah, relationships or like emotions. Yeah, you can't buy with money. But for me, like I do feel happy when I do something I like or buy something I like using money. Like going to a theater to watch a movie, I feel happy. Going to like buying some, I don't know, like a new computer or something. Like I feel happy. So I think in some case it kind of depends, but like I don't think it's not true. Like it kind of makes sense in some cases. That's what I think. Also, since we have like a lot of time left, I'll go to ask some like some extra questions to you guys. I think this is pretty interesting. Do you feel that you have to work hard and be miserable now in order to be happy later? What do you think? If you ask to me, if you feel you have to work hard and be miserable and now in order to be happy later, I think I think that's actually true. Cause like if you work hard in like your 20s and 30s, then you might have like a lot of money that you have. So like you can spend the rest of your life using the money from like 40s to like until you die, like using the money, like going to places, like going to vacations. And actually, I think like when you're young, I think you're supposed to work hard, and like you're supposed to dedicate yourself to do stuff and like you know like meet people and like meet people, I guess, get married and like make money, make a family. So I think it's kind of true. Yeah, you may have to work hard when you're young to to be happy later. What do you think, Erin?
For me, I disagree because it might have went. This example might went on like a bigger extent, but if you're miserable right now during your 20s and 30s, but like for example, what if the world ends tomorrow? Would you like you would just die miserably? And I wouldn't really want that. I would want to die happy. So I feel like even though like you have to work hard, I feel like you just have to take some breaks and be happy and just not be miserable for like the like 20s and 30s. Just you don't know what's gonna happen later, so might as well be happy during the process. And yeah, that's it.
What if like you can work hard and like you can still like rest if you feel too tired, like and like you can still you I mean you are working hard, but like um but you can have rest if you feel too tired. Like we just still pick like we just still say the same thing.
Um, depends on like what kind of rest you take, but
Oh,
like kind of yeah.
I mean, let's just say like you don't have to come to company for like 2 days or something if you feel tired.
Then I would just like agree with you and
Oh,
say you have to
okay.
work hard. And
Okay, interesting. What do you think, Lois?
I feel that with working hard, it doesn't always need to be miserable. You could always be happy while working hard, especially if you're like doing something that you really like.
Do you have something that you really like to work on?
Um, Not really, I guess. I think everything I do, I just try to find a happy moment in it so that I don't like feel miserable the whole time.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, you have a good point actually. Like sometimes, so for some people, I guess like working hard and being happy might mean the same thing for some people. But actually, that's really hard to find in your life. Like if you're, for example, if you really like singing and your job is a singer, then you can work hard and be happy at the same time. But like if you really like singing, but like your job is like I don't know, like mm, like a worker in a company and like you just have to like make papers every day, then I guess you won't be really happy. But yeah, I guess you have a point there. Yeah, it's a really controversial issue, and I'm gonna ask one more, maybe two more question. Okay, let's see. Mm, mm. Why are teenagers some of the happiest people in the world? Why are teenagers some of the happiest people in the world? Yeah. What do you think, Erin?
I actually disagree with this question. I don't think that teenagers are the happiest people in the world just because all of the schoolwork and all the stress they get. Um, it could seem like teenagers, um, it could seem like they're like the happiest on like social media and stuff, but like on the inside, they may actually be the miserable one. Just like because of there's a lot of peer pressure in high school also, and along with the peer pressure, you have to deal with grades and like all the responsibilities you have to take care of. So I feel like they're not the happiest people, but yeah.
But teenagers might be happier compared to some of the adults. Like some adults, like for being a teenager, you don't have to like have responsibility for like making money or like taking care of a family, those kind of stuff. Like maybe you might have less stress than adults. So what do you think about that?
That's also true, but I feel like the responsibility of being an adult and a teenager are different stuff, and I feel like you can't just measure them two in like the same category. Also, just like on happiness, it's just I feel like it's just different.
Okay. Lois, what do you think about it?
I feel like teenagers are the most happiest people on earth, especially because as a teenager, you don't have to go to work. And when you do have to go to work, you sometimes have to work overtime. And through that, I think you kind of lose friends and stuff. But like teenagers, they go to school, they have friends at school. And I think friends to me are the most important thing in my life. So I feel like teenagers are the most happiest people on earth.
Teenagers are the happiest people. Okay. Then what do you think about like when you hear about like some teenagers like committing suicide for like not getting good grades and not getting good test scores? Like what do you think about those cases?
I mean, I don't really know because like I'm not in their shoes or anything like that. But I guess like those are like the kind of things that like contradict this, because like teenagers can't be like always happy. They're gonna go through like some hard times, but still even through that, I feel like teenagers still could be happy.
Yeah, I kind of agree to Lois's argument. Yeah, I think being teenagers is pretty happy, cause well, I'm not an adult right now, so like I don't have to care about a lot of things. So, and I actually think like adults have much worse things they have to care of, and I think we're just too young to like look over like what kind of responsibilities we have to have when we grow up. And yes, and I do think like being a teenager and like just caring about grades and like maybe a little conflicts with peer pressure, but like I don't really have peer pressure either. I have good friends. So like I think that being a teenager is a nice time in your life, and like yeah, I think it's pretty happy moment. Yeah. We have like a slightly more time left, so like I'll just ask you a short question. Do you wake up happy every morning? Well, for me, that's not true at all. I'm not. I don't feel happy when I wake up in the morning. I just want to sleep more. I always feel happy when I go to sleep at night. When I go to bed at night, but when I wake up in the morning, I feel tired. I don't feel happy. I just want to go to sleep. I don't want to go to school. What do you think about Lois? What do you think about it?
I feel like waking up happy is hard, especially because as teenagers we have to go to school, and like that's kind of something that we don't want to do. But I feel like there are some days where you can just wake up happy, like expecting something good to happen.
Yeah, true. What about you, Aaron?
I just feel like it depends on the day. Like some days when I'm looking forward to like a big event, then I'm very happy when I wake up. But like when I have like a test or like I have finals, then no. Just very depends on what I do in the day.
Yeah, but overall, I think we all don't really feel happy when we wake up in the morning. Yeah, and that's the last question for today, and that's the end of our podcast today. Thank you.